We're still going to stay focused on best available. For us, we're talking about 17-year-old players, so there's still a maturation process and some development. So, roster composition is something we're obviously aware of, but less so when it comes to drafting. We want to try and find the best player available at 19. It could be a forward, could be a defenseman, and at that stage of the draft, it's gonna be dictated a little bit by what others do in front of us. So we've been already talking about some scenarios. It's always great to have the extra ammo and the capital, because if like we did last year, if something happens and we have a chance to move up, we'll certainly explore it. It could be a situation where maybe we move back. So we'll always sort of play all scenarios and hope that we've when the time comes at 19, we've gone through all the rigors and thought about all the possible scenarios so that we can make the best educated decision we can. We're always going to look for best player, but in that discussion, positional play is part of the discussion for best available too, right? There's a value on a premium on a center. There's certainly premiums in different positions, a power play defenseman or a right shot, or so it's in the discussion. But we try to stay away from a specific need. As I said, we're talking about 17-year-old players that might be 1 or 2 or 3 years away from being on a roster or making an impact, and the composition could change at that point. Yeah, there's a steady mix. I think the one thing that might be missing in this year's draft, I think we were spoiled the last 3 years, was some really exceptional elite goaltenders. This class might not have that same caliber of goalie, but overall, you've got a bit of everything. You've got puck moving defensemen. You've got size, strength defensemen. You've got a mix of centers. You've maybe not in terms of a first round, maybe some undersized forwards that are going to be in the mix here as well. But this draft has a little bit of everything. You've got high skill, you've got elite skaters, you've got puck movers, you've got power play defensemen. So it's exciting. And for us, I think we're going to get 2 quality players in the first round. But we're going to have to be patient about it and see how it unfolds for others first.